Now they have bare knuckle fighting, right? Which is extremely violent
So dumb.
and bloody, right? And I heard on the radio that there's a new thing. So you mentioned the slapping. There's a new thing where two people will line up from each other, run full blast at each other, and try to blow them up. Just like
I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
They
I don't know
go
what it's
at
called.
each other head first like a ram would on another competing ram.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Oh
with
my
that?
God, that's real.
yes,
That is right.
I thought that was AI. That is bizarre.
No, don't show it.
These guys are.
I don't want to watch it.
You know what, man?
That's just gross.
It's just masochism. I
It
mean,
is.
it's just these guys. Look, I don't get off on that. I think it's horrible. But I'm the kind of guy that when I'm doom scrolling on these Instagram or whatever TikTok, I hate watching people get hurt.
Right.
Riding skateboards, bicycles, falling down. I immediately skip it. If I see it and there's about to be an
Yeah,
accident,
it's not cool.
I don't watch it because I don't care who's in the right or wrong. I don't want to see somebody
like
get
Jeff.
hurt.
We don't like faces of death.
That's no shit,
Some
Jeff.
faces of death.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, you were like, oh, I can't stop watching it.
Hold on, guys. Let
I
me check.
can't find it.
Let me check my pocket Iron Maiden here. Hold on. Stick
That
my
stuff
finger
doesn't
in here.
bother me.
Crunch, crunch.
It doesn't. Listen to you. Wow.
It doesn't bother me.
Watching people die.
In a movie, does not bother me.
Oh, in a movie.
Now, if I'm watching videos, like I've seen them pop up, I don't care for seeing that.
Like these snuff films.
I've never
Hold
seen
on.
a snuff film.
Why do we make fun of why do we poke Jeff about the Faces of Death? Did he say he watched it as a kid and he liked it?
I watched it
No,
in college.
I think that Jeff
Like
has
over and over again or something?
a higher tolerance of watching that stuff. He can look at it objectively where I wince. I'm just like, I don't even want to see
Yeah,
it.
but the
Jeff's more fascinated. Me, it comes like Jeff's kind of like, I'll watch that. Oh, that's horrible. But but he's looking at you and he's got a little grin on his face, like helter skelter, helter skelter.
like an uncomfortable look. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, oh my god.
No, it doesn't bother. I kind of laugh at it
Put the
because
knife down, Jeff.
it's not real. Like I said, sometimes you scroll on these videos, like some of these CCT, these people in the factory, you're just like, something bad's going to happen.
And you watch it. It's like somebody gets sucked into a machine.
Yeah, shit like that. I don't care to see that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
horrible.
don't care to
No,
see
I
that.
do not want to see that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I actually got really mad at my son. Because you never know what it's going to be when they send. I thought it was going to be something funny, and it was in like Columbia or something, and it was a high rise. It was a university that was a high rise building. Okay, and there were students, and it had an opening. It had a railing around the outside of it, and it was open all the way to the bottom. Okay, and so these students were fighting with each other, like jostling to get into the room and fighting who was going to be first. And all of a sudden, the railing gave way,
No.
and like 6 of them fell, and one was hanging, and another one held another one, and then the camera, like people were screaming, and then the camera looked over the edge, and you see the splattered bodies, like 5, 6 floors down. I got so mad at my son. I said, "Don't you ever send me shit like that again." It affected me. It still affects me thinking about it.
I think
That's
That was
horrific.
horrific.
I think our boys are
Desensitized.
to that because I know
100%.
Steven says that him and Preston send shit like that back and
That's
forth.
not
to each other.
okay.
Or they used to. I don't know if they still do.
Dude, I'm telling you, for the mental psyche and for your just mental health, it's not
Well, just
okay.
like if you remember when, is it Daniel Pearl? Is he the one who they
Got beheaded.
videoed and
Yep.
the video is floating around of him getting beheaded?
Yep.
Was that Chris Berg that got beheaded?
No.
No, it was Daniel Pearl.
Daniel
I think.
Pearl.
This is from the.
This
He was
was
a journalist, right?
this was about
Yes.
25 years ago.
And it was Islamic State type
yeah,
people.
way back, probably in the early 2000s, maybe. And they showed it 100%, and I didn't watch it. My friends watched it.
I never watched
I was
it.
like, I have no desire to see that
Absolutely not.
because I heard about it. I was like, that's good enough for me.
Oh, it was Nick Berg. They showed it like in.
Now, Daniel Pearl was
Daniel
the first
Pearl?
one.
Yeah, he was the journalist that it shocked the world.
Yeah, the guy had a big ass fucking
And he like sawed at it apparently. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
you know,
a clean hack all the way
and
through.
saw through it while the guy is screaming.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was awful.
It was, it's ridiculous, and
I mean, he's just a journalist. He had nothing to do with anything, right?
yeah, he's for Wall Street Journal.
Kidnapped and murdered in Pakistan in early 2002.
Yep.
That's horrible. But there was a video that a teacher wanted the kids to see, where this guy was dressed in an orange jumpsuit and a traditional one that they put the prisoners in, I guess. And it wasn't this guy. His last name was Berg. I guess it was Nick Berg. I thought it was Chris Berg.
There's been a couple of them
Yeah,
that's happened to. This was the first, I think.
It was crazy just to why is that teacher showing kids?
No, that's not okay.
At the high school?
It wasn't here. This was somewhere in the United States.
Oh, I thought you meant our boys.
No, let me pull this up and figure out what the hell I'm lying about.
What your misinformation
It
is?
was back in 2004.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah,
There it is, right there.
yeah. I have no desire to watch that.
Detained by Iraqi police, subsequently held for 13 days by U.S. authorities without charge before being released. I don't see anything about him being. Oh, there it is. The killing of Nick Berg at the bottom.
Beheading.
Oh yeah. I missed that at the top. Sorry, stupid.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, but they did it. But what stood out for me was that there were teachers around the United States that showed it. I don't know how many, but one was too many. And part of me is whatever. That's also, but it's horrific. Can't stand that crap.
Yeah, go. This stuff is beyond me. Watching horror movies and stuff like that. I mean, they're not my first choice to watch, but I have no problem watching them.